Killing again.
Meanwhile.
All right, so here we are. We're back with a little Sultai flash control. There are some sorcery speed things in here, so I hope that's not a problem for anybody. But we are playing a Lurrus of the Dream Den control deck. So it was realized when this card was at its absolute peak of nuttiness that this 3-mana companion kitten actually facilitated control strategies as well as aggressive and mid-range strategies. So Lurrus of the Dream Den, we can put this into our hand during the game at sorcery speed for 3 mana, and then cast it for 3 mana. Lurrus allows us during each of our turns to cast 1 permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from our graveyard. And in order to have Lurrus as a companion, we of course have to have no permanents in our main deck that are higher CMC than 2. To that end, our win conditions are 4 Snapcaster Mage and 4 Ice-Fang Coatl, which I'm really excited about. I love this little snow snake. It's just generally one of my favorite Magic cards of all time. Baleful Strix hopefully will come to Modern in Modern Horizons 2. But until that time, we've got the little snow snake. And then around this is just a general pile of removal, disruption, value. So we've got 1 Abrupt Decay, 1 Assassin's Trophy, sort of split the difference on the value of these 2 cards. We've got 3 copies of Drown in Loch, which are enabled by 4 copies of Thought Scour to mill our opponent. We've also got an Into the Story, which is draw 4. And it costs 4 mana if our opponent has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. If not, it costs 7, which is a bit egregious. We do have Dead of Winter in here, one of my favorite board wipes of all time, which of course will ignore our Ice-Fang Coatls. And then we've got Mishra's Bauble, which syncs up with Lurrus of the Dream Den. We've got some discard. We've got some removal. I think we may actually have a very difficult time with anything aggressive. But anything controlling, we're probably going to tempo the crap out of them. But I guess we'll see. High hopes for this deck, but at the same time, it might have been a very soft 5-0 that made this happen. What is up, Janice? Oh, it's Janice. Have you been hanging out with Brad? Wait, no, it's Janet. Damn it, Janice. When do you play Oops All Snow with 4 main deck Dead of Winter? When Astrolabe gets unbanned? I don't know what you want me to say about that, Jiggy. I miss that deck so much. I miss that deck so much. God damn it. I miss playing one of Abominable Tree Folk. That thing was a house, dude. One of our earliest quotes is about that. It's like quote 4? 5? It's way down there. Oop. Oh, right. That was number 15. Huh. That was way further in than I thought it would be. All right. And off we go. I think it was the first month. First week was... If you said first week, that was never going to be possible. I think in most of Modern we can keep this hand. Ah. The control match. This is not what I want to see with this hand. But perhaps we will make this happen. SSG and Dreadhorde Arcanist in times. Oh, is Dreadhorde in there too? I didn't see that yet, but the Simian Spirit Guide I saw, and yeah, I think that's funny. Now we're cooking. Old Border Dreadhorde, that's awesome. I haven't seen all the red cards from today yet. It's nicer than Betty Monroe had. Oh, Brad. Now we're engaged and I'm so glad. Oh, I got damn it Janet in my head now. Why? Why did I do that to myself? One thing to say, and that's Brad. I'm mad for you too. Oh, Brad. Oh, damn it. Oh. Oh my. Opponent has a very slow hand here. But I don't yet have a way to deal with this Teferi, which is going to be potentially problematic. Although they're missing lands. So, as long as they don't hit their next land, they can't... They can't Cryptic. So I should probably main phase this Ice-Fang if I just want to get the value out of it. Maybe we pick up a Thoughtseize, get to snipe off their Teferi, or force them to cast a Force of Negation. Nope, but it's alright. Yes, the recent banning is what makes both of those things funny. No. It's just the fact that Dreadhorde was banned in the format with which it was most played in, and Simian Spirit Guide was banned in the format in which it was most played in. So like, there's two lame duck cards that got previewed, where it's like the rub-ins for the players who love those cards. It's like, oof, why? Watsy, why? Okay, so if they do have Big Teferi next turn, my hand can't do anything about it. So let's just grab my Lurrus while the grabbing's good. I can't be upset about losing Simian Spirit Guide in Modern for myself, but on behalf of anyone who was affected heavily by that, I do feel for them. I wasn't around when that happened, Roy, but I have heard tales. Tales of the woe caused by such. Okay, they did not hit their 5th land. That's really good for us. We have introduced 2 power onto the battlefield. This will be their death. Well, probably not. But maybe. Maybe. It's so incredibly rude. So if I pick up a drown, I will be able to drown their Teferi. Alright, you got me. You have successfully bounced my land. Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose they could just do that. Huh. Right. Silly me. Time to die with a bunch of cards in my hand, I guess. I can into the story in response to their Teferi and hopefully pick up some counter magic. What are we playing in our deck? Just drowns. Yeah. Hopefully it will be good enough. That is incredibly rude. Did not draw any one CMC spell there. They still have a path here. Blue-white running Nyambi. Sounds interesting. Yeah, it would let you do a bunch of stuff. It's kind of interesting sounding. They still have a Force of Negation. Lurrus into Snap into Inquisition is probably the best thing I can do here. Just have to hope they don't have another Supreme Verdict. Oh, well, no, they don't. Oh, this is fun. Okay. So they have Cleek to block. Maybe they'll just draw step it? Yep. To get rid of my Lurrus. Which is actually going to work out slightly better for me, but... they forced this, that would be the next level play. Oh yeah. Of course, Freed. But I mean, it's really not too bad so far. I know they have double force in hand. If I play into the story, I feel like they'll just jam the force there. So that's probably more of a end of their turn kind of thing to do. I did pop a Bauble this turn, so I'm going to draw that Ice-Fang on their turn. They let me convert a push. They did. At least one of the 3 that I've drawn so far. Yeah. And unfortunately for me, they drew one of their verdicts, and it actually worked out really well for them because I had a sort of... I had to commit heavily to the board because I wanted to have a presence against potential Teferis. Because I saw the Teferi 5 coming at the time. I mean, we're generally way up on resources right now. Okay. Well, that's a little frustrating. Could I find one Drown in the Loch, please? I'm playing 3 of them. I would like to find at least one. No? Yeah, sure. All right, why not? Yep, perfect. So this lets me clear out the other force. Jeez. Okay, let's find our Assassin's Trophy, maybe. Dead of our turn. Man, this is really tough. Just drawn way too many blanks so far. Yes, I understand that, Freed, but that doesn't help me out at all. It literally doesn't change my clock. I mean, maybe it's just worth doing because... Like that does it just doesn't help me. That's why I haven't cast it so far. It's like I don't have any reason to. They're not attacking me. It's just basically irrelevant. Yes. Several times. They've shuffled several times. second colonnade. Okay. Cool. It's actually huge because we get to go snap, unearth, snap, Thought Scour. Sorry, Serum Visions. Not gonna lie, Jiggy. That was pretty sweet what I just did there. Their hand was blank at the beginning of this turn. It was just lands. So please do not let them have drawn Jace and a counterspell. That would be too cruel. Okay, good. And those colonnades are not going to do good work here. They are not going to be good enough. Oh, wow. Are they ever not going to be good enough here? Bye, Teferi. Is that? You want to animate a colonnade? Yeah, no, go ahead. Okay, yeah, that resolves. What's the converted mana cost on that? 5? Oh no, 0. Cool. Nice. Love it. Is it a path? It's a path. That's funny. They're gonna upkeep the path? Nope. Yikes. I would say the Ice-Fangs form a fairly integral part of the engine here, but yeah, I don't think know if you need. They scooped, bruh, girl. They bought human. All right, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. Girl, did you ever see the world's first animated reality TV show, Janice? Drawn Together? It is at times heinously inappropriate, but there was an episode with Foxy Cleopatra? No, Foxy. No, she was Foxy Cleopatra, I think. And her, basically, like, her Scooby Gang. Like, they were just called the Foxy Five. And there's just one of them where her only dialogue is, girl! One surgical for the cheese when they go to snap. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this. Well, Jiggy, both those cards do exist in some numbers in the one of the new Ad Nauseam variants. Okay, do I want to go in here like totally naked with like no removal? I think that's probably crazy. I think Veil is probably worse. Or actually, you know what? It's this is a game 2. I don't need as many cantrips if I can have something as powerful as Veil. When they're pathing my stuff. Yeah, they verdicted me though. Like, path is generally very awkward for them because like all my creatures are 2-for-1s. I did like the recent Rogues deck that I played. I would love to see an updated version of that deck, or maybe it just doesn't need updating, but I don't know. And the thing about Unearth is, like, at worst I cycle it. Like, the only Unearth I cast that game, I cycled that. And it ended up being a big deal. I think I'm happy here, but Trophy Answers a Colonnade. I'd still rather have like a couple Fatal Pushes, especially if they board into like Monastery Mentor, because they might count on me removing a bunch of my removal. 2 Fatal Pushes in the whole deck is like, I think it's okay. I did not see the Urza Blade that top 8 of the challenge yet. No. Okay, we're down on clock here. I'm going to try to play a little bit quickly in game 2. Chasm? Hey, look, a Monastery Mentor on top of their library. Boy, I sure hope I draw removal, because oh, no. I hate this stupid card. I said I wanted to play quickly, and then I got immediately punished for it. Yay. I hate this stupid card. Alright. It's fine. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Oh my god, is it ever not gonna be fine? I don't know if anyone saw what was in their hand. It's all horrible stuff. All horrible stuff. We are about to get demolished because most of my deck is currently off. No. Yeah. So they have a cryptic, most likely. And unfortunately, I just hit the Inquisition, so hopefully this hits anything, but there's a good chance that it won't. No, fuck. Yeah. We're never digging out of this. It's not possible. We just don't have enough, like, I have 1 Assassin's Trophy. Yeah. It was horrible. Even if I had played the Ice-Fang correctly, we were going to be in terrible, terrible shape against that hand, but yikes. That was not fun. They had the all Planeswalker hand, and our ability to remove them is fairly limited. I have everything in my deck in my 75 right now that can remove Planeswalkers. Yeah, obviously Basura, that's the line. Yeah, this deck seems really light on Abrupt Decay / Assassin's Trophy style cards. And there's 0 Force Negations in this whole 75, which is like really crazy to me considering how sort of tempo-y it is, but maybe that's the reason why there isn't. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't know. I like it though. I do like this deck. Just theoretically has some problems, but game 1 there was an incredible feat. I don't know if I can keep that. No cantrip. I guess I have Inquisition as a cantrip if I consider it to be one. Because, sorry, Inquisition plus Cling. I'm a 23 land deck. Sure. I got double Ice-Fang. As long as I get to 2 lands, I should be okay. It does feel bad. It does feel bad. Wild. They're on like Oops All Planeswalkers. Is Inquisition a cantrip? No, Patrick. Inquisition is not a cantrip. No, Veil of Summer is also not a cantrip. I mean, it kind of is. Not really, though. Don't... Okay. I'm gonna be... I'm about to be real mad. So I know they have a mana leak. So, worst case scenario, they just jam their mana leak here. Now, the real worst case scenario is they top decked Teferi. So they kept a hand with a ton of lands and no action. Oh, cool, Narset. That's so much worse. Path to Exile goes in their hand. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Come on. My deck clearly just doesn't want to win. Oh, they have Teferi 5 and... Do they have an untapped land? Fuck me sideways. Alright. Alright, 2 non-games. Awesome. That was sweet. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed all the Magic we didn't play. Oh my god. I have not seen a build of blue-white that has so many damn planeswalkers like that. That was brutal. I can't believe on game 1, where I drew 3 Fatal Pushes and my Dead of Winter, that game went great in the aggregate, and that one was so... those 2 were so freaking horrible. Because it was like, lol, 3-man the Planeswalker, hose you brutally. So if blue-white is going to be a big player in the metagame, we definitely need more trophies and or Abrupt Decays in the deck like this, for me. That Everos oof is funny because I keep looking at it and seeing 007. Hey, Mac Grippa. No, MCA Grippa? MCA Grippa with the Prime follow. Prime sub. Prime Gaming? Whatever it is. Thank you so much. Enjoy the emotes. Oh, it's Big Ben. Wunderbar. Big Ben possibly playing the same list they 5-0'd with. And it looked amazing. Hey, Georgie boy. Well, so far, the answer is it doesn't. We did win game 1 in a fabulous fashion against Blue-White Control. But unfortunately, we got completely crushed in game 2 and 3 by 3-drop Planeswalkers. Oh, what is wrong with the... This freaking Stream Decker bot, man. In the last couple days, it has left so many times. Yeah, it just keeps leaving my stream. It wasn't doing that before. I don't know why. All right. Looks like Scourge Shadow. Okay, so I'm gonna bauble myself because we're looking to set up for early pushes and such. What? We'll just get the tunnel. To the tunnel! Rats. Good lord. Yeah, I did not enjoy the fast lands in this deck in that really long game we played, but maybe it's better than I think. Bye, Snappy. No, I agree with you on this on the fast lands, especially in a control deck, though, right? Like this deck is intending to play long games. No, I think in the abstract, I would prefer this deck to be playing. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. Oh my god. It's just after that last match. Just that fucking... God damn it. Discard, discard, cling to dust your cling to dust target. Like, what even? Now we'll get discarded again, I'm sure. Well, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? And why wouldn't I have targeted one of their discard spells in their graveyard? Because I have things that depend on their graveyard being stocked. Rude. This game is rude. Oh no, they're on the bigger value deck. No, Blitz. That's patently unnecessary. No, he's just playing a good game. I'm just pre-tilted from last match, so it's not their fault at all. Good top deck. I can also cling their Cling here. Although I think clinging their Lurrus is probably the better choice. Partially because it'll gain me life, but also because it just makes sure it's not coming back. I think that it's on the 5.0 dump today. But if it's not, it's very similar to the God's Shadow versions of these decks. But I mean, Jiggy knows Big Ben, right? They stream, so it should be very, very available. They went upstairs with the Bolt? What the hell? Oh, they're playing some kind of Delve threat. Nope. Oh, they're playing the Cling. They cleaned my Cling. That's so rude. Crap. That's fine. I know leaving the Dead of Winter in my hand is risky because they could discard it. They're obviously playing a lot of discard, especially with the one land. Probably should have held on to that island, actually. Just in case they have K command or anything that has me discard a card of my own choice. All right. All right, that one I'll hold. Now they have the other snap? Nope. Good. I'm assuming their hand is all removal. No, I don't think that's crazy. I didn't particularly enjoy the Valkyries when I played the God's Shadow deck, Freed. Although I did cast it one time and then get my opponent's Gristlebrand out of their graveyard. So, you know. That's a thing. That's a thing that card can do. Sure. That doesn't kill me. That would. Well, be very close. They're very light on blue. No. Oh, come on. Alright, I guess we're going to 1. Hooray. Yeah. Good thing I didn't crack that fetch land. Tread Horde. Alright. Can't beat that draw. All right, story, veils, probably cut some pushes. No, actually, I don't think that I can. I need the right amount of removal here. It's probably just something like this. I know I could bring in Surgical. I don't think that I want to. I'm almost thinking I'd rather have Mystical Dispute than my Trophy or my Abrupt Decay. I'm not sure on that one. Okay. Yay, a keepable hand. We did it, folks. We made it. What we were always meant to do. Draw hands that could be kept. Yep, that is just fine. Your hand is A-okay with me, opponent. Chasm? Sure. And here comes the Dreadtord. They also want their graveyard full. Excellent. Okay, so now we know pretty much exactly what they've drawn. No, we're one short. Oh, they played the Thought Scour as well. All right. Hey, remember that thing my opponent did to me last game? That seems sweet. Let's do that. Discard, discard, third discard, fourth discard. I don't know. You don't get to play spells. No spells for you. Just no spells. Boop. Oof. Bustin'. Bustin', baby. Bustin'. Get that snappy boy out of there. They have 2 bolts. They got these things here. +1. No, we got no bustin' quotes. Cling, sure. Yep. All right. My little cantrippy boys. My little snacky noodles. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, that was preemptive. We did in fact draw the Drowning Loch. All right, everyone, it's time for my favorite clock in all of Magic. The snakes. Thank you, deck. Oh, that was so nice. I'm touched. I am touched. I'm not gonna lie. Deck's cooperating. It is. Yeah, I like it. They have enough to flashback Cling here. There's really nothing I can do about that. The Snake Jazz? I don't have a clip of Snake Jazz. Alright, what are they gonna Cling here? Probably just my Inquisition. They Cling Snap, like, it does take away any value I could get with Lurrus, but at the same time, like, that's fine. Yeah, they take the Inquisition because they want a cantrip. That's what I thought they'd do. So did they find this card? Did they find a Snappy Dresser? Did they? Oh, that looks like KCOM. Oh, they're killing an Ice-Fang with it. Wild. Okay, resolves. Okay, now play the land and play the Lurrus. They played the land, but it's a tap land. My opponent is playing the exact same BS mana base that we are. Mana base is kind of garbage. They know about our Lurrus? I sure hope so. I put it directly into my hand from the sideboard, from the companion zone, so I would think so, yeah. The question is, do I feel like playing mine out first and starting the engagement? I don't think that... Okay, so they've played out the 2 bolts that I knew about. There's still push. And the Thought Scour is on top. I have Lurrus and I have a Drown. I think I win the fight by letting them go first here. I was really hoping I would get to keep the snake, but oh no, we're good. We're good. I don't need to make a move. I can beat them. Maybe they sneezed at that moment, so Lurrus is a secret. Well, it disappeared from my companion zone. So I would find that extremely unlikely. That's the Lurrus. I have Drown, and then I have follow-up removal, so... One snappy lad. Snappity, 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 snappity. Get Thought Scour, you know? Oh no! They pushed my Snapcaster. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Ruh-roh! Alright. 2 for 1 kitty, go! You know what? I know I'm going shields down to play Ice-Fang instead of Bauble. But I'd rather have the threat. Yeah. Yu-gi-oh, yu-gi-oh. The hell? Oh, this is the Cling. They're gonna Cling my Lurrus? No, they're gonna Cling anything else. They want a cantrip here. They need threats. I don't know. So Georgie boy, I don't know if you played during the classic Lurrus era, but these 2 decks, if you mix them together and put in Astrolabes, this was one of the best archetypes. There was just like a 4-color. Holy shit! That's a mirror breaker. Well, that's problematic. Oh god. Wow. Holy shit. That's a problem. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the hell? They've got such crazy technology for this matchup. Holy shit. Wow, I'm just gonna get buried now. Oof. Does not feel good. Kroxa also better than Valky. Yeah, I'd be willing to agree on that one. I think this is what Legacy Delver players play like when you're playing Sultai versus Red Delver. Just horribly outgunned. We thought the Mire Tritons were coming? Did we? I certainly never said anything to that effect. That's a draw. Yeah, Snake Train was nice, that's for sure. Whoo! I mean, they have the Soul Guide, so they can exile my whole yard here, but without the Kroxa, we definitely can come back. Cycle Soul Guide, not surprising. Their Lurrus is in exile, mine's not. But they can cling my cling now, unfortunately. Which really, really sucks. There's no way they can stop the two snakes. I'm very sure they can. Hey, Mr. Maple Syrup, what's up? Bye, Cling. Oh, super. Oh, sweet. Immediately got the value. Bang. What? No. Okay, fine. The number of counterspells they must have in their deck has to be close to how many I have. Which is very few. Oh my god. Alright. Apparently we were supposed to bring in surgicals in this matchup because... Well, no, maybe not really, because they just keep cycling them. My concern is if they have another Kroxa. They shock? Oh, that's terrifying. This is another cling. Mill them out? I would love to. I don't think that's a realistic option. I don't know how many of my Thought Scours I've played so far. 2? And then at least 2 Snapcasters. Fuck. God damn it. That was like... Okay. Okay, I would like to draw one of my Into the Stories now. Oh, a land. No, okay, that's acceptable. That's fine. Thank you, deck. That's definitely good enough. I've got 2 Into the Stories. 2. Oh, crap. Can they double escape here? No, they don't have enough cards. Okay, good. They're going to burn through their graveyard here, so... It's not the end of the world yet. Rose flower water is delicious if you haven't had that, Mr. Maple Syrup. Oh, crap. They put enough stuff. Was that an escaped Crocs? It was, and it also will be again. Alright, we gotta draw something good quick. Alright, we're against the infinite removal deck, and I need them not to have removal. Of course. Why not? Oh. Brutal. This deck is feeling as unfortunately underpowered as I thought it might, but I was really excited that someone managed to make this happen. Come on, little Sultai deck. Let's do better. Let's be best. You got such a cool mixture of things. We could have drawn Unearth any of those turns near the end there. Would have been really awesome. So let's just do that. It'll be great. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it. 23 land deck. What? How? Why? What? Why you do this? Gigantha? That sure seems like it's gonna be Tron. Alright. Pancake syrup seems unnecessary. Are you high, Roy? Pancake syrup feels unnecessary. Am I missing some context? Pancake syrup is like the #1 reason to eat a pancake. Not only do I want pancakes, Janice, but I want to call them pancakes. P-A-M. Why? I don't know. It's funny. Not very funny, but kinda. Just try the rock style of main deck Lurrus and Liliana's go Sultai Snow with Jay's Cryptic Dead of Winter. I don't think I would want to play any copies of Lurrus in that main deck, but maybe. Oh, they're on 5-color Scape Shift with Past in Flames and Gigantha. Are they on Scape Shift? Maybe they're not. Pancake syrup and maple syrup are different things, and pancake syrup should not be. Oh, I didn't know pancake syrup was different than syrup that was placed on a pancake. I didn't even know something called pancake syrup existed distinct from... Yeah. It's the imitation syrup. Well, that's not even actual, like, it's got, like, imitation in the name if you actually, like, look at those things usually, right? It's not like it's squeezed from a pancake, right? They just make that out of, you know, nonsense, nothing. It sounds like a garbage product. Well, how do you think they get almond milk? They milk the little almond udders. And it is delicious. It's not the same as milk, but it's, you know, it's fine. It does a job. It's better in some things. I like almond milk better in a smoothie. I didn't say titties. I didn't even say teats, although I should have. The almond udders. I don't... Oh, they are playing Past in Flames. What is about to happen to me? Okay. Roy, you know you promised me rat or no, cat or higher. Rainbow Storm. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting a vibe of. Well, it must be playing Bring to Light because it's playing Valky, right? Channel the Suns. Yeah. No, all right. So that's a card. Kind of excited. Put 2 cards in their graveyard. All right. You have a cling for that Past in Flames. That is from Fifth Dawn. Yeah, Fifth Dawn. What a strange way to phrase that. Like, because that's the one and only printing, right? I would assume. No color in the symbols? No color in the symbols. What? No color in the symbols. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is kind of gray, huh? Hey, Skull Clamp with the raid. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I think this actually may have been standard at the time. All right, I'm letting Brawl resolve here because we got the push for him, and I can always counter what they play afterwards. How was your streamy stream, Mr. Skullclamp? Ms. Skullclamp? Or maybe, like, Potato Head, you're just Skullclamp now. Either way. Give him the clamps! Sir Skullclamp, got it. No, MTG spelling. Sir Skullclamp. Sir Skullclamp the ways. Anyone at Wizards and or anyone on Twitter who was telling you that was just pronounced Sir, they were incorrect. You must say it with a Scottish accent. It's from Eldraine, and therefore not doing so would be politically incorrect. Sir Skullclamp. Right, so got another untapped land, which is great. The hell is this? That's right. The value. I do like that value. I'm definitely a value addict. One snappy dresser. Goodbye, goblin. Goodbye. Infect? You should know something, my friend. Roy here is an Infect fanboy. He loves Infect. Don't you, Roy? You love it. Don't you? You love Infect. Well, let me ask you a question, Roy. Does Infect ever make you happy when you're sad? Again, that's definitely one of my favorite Simpsons moments. Does your money ever make you happy when you're sad? Yes. Oh, well, bad example. I assume they were playing blue-green Infect because they didn't specify. Pretty sure that's the default. Yeah, Burn is a brutal matchup for all. Yeah. Although, for black-green, it's a little bit better because you have Phyrexian Crusader. If you are crazy and you play Phyrexian Crusader. Okay. Yeah, this isn't dangerous yet. We just have to counter the sort of payoff spell. Yeah, black-green has the edge in the burn metagame. It's because losing to burn is the worst thing in the world. That's why you hate losing to burn, Michael. Boy, this man is getting to be a lot. But they don't have Past in Flames yet. Oh boy. No. Oh no. Stupid tap lands are going to be the reason I die. Otherwise, I would have Drown, Snap, Drown. But I can't do it. Hold on. Their only card draw is gifts, though. Okay. So assuming the last card in their hand is not particularly useful, we're okay here. We cling something. I guess I could have cast Cling on the gifts, but I think I'd rather counter it with Drown. They're going to be able to go get their Gigantha and play it. There it is. So depending on what their hand is, they should fizzle here. But they can at least get the Gigantha and play it. Even if they Past in Flames again here, they're just stranded. Oh no, they do have something. Oh no. It's probably Bring to Light. Yeah, it is. Oof. Is it? No. Yeah, okay, it is. Yeah, okay. For 4 colors for some reason? Are they getting a gifts ungiven? That would be so rude. No, it's empty. Okay. We can draw out of this. We have 1 Dead of Winter. 1. So, you know. So I think I go Snap Cling here to draw a card. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay. Let's maximize this shit. Alright. Alright, deck. You screwed me in the last match. And again. Didn't even mostly draw spells. Oh, I can't be mad. Can't even be mad. Alright. So we got Dead of Winters, we got Surgical. I have Veil if I want it. Or Mystical Dispute or Aether Gust. But let's figure out where we're at first. I guess I want to kill their creatures, so I'm not going to go out all the pushes again. Unearth is bad. Weather the Storm? Well, Weather the Storm is not... I don't think it's actually usually any good against Storm decks. Maybe it is against their Storm deck, which is definitely a little bit weird, but I don't think I want the dead card, because I feel like they have a reasonable B plan. Gust hits all their rituals, including their channel. Well, sure. But I generally countering their rituals is not where you want to be at. I think I would prefer Mystical Dispute over Gust, because it counters a lot of their creatures. Not Burgy, but Goblin, Electromancer, and Brawl. And Bring to Light, and Gifts Ungiven. I think I'd rather have Trophy over at least one of those. Dead of Winters, especially if you counter a ritual, that's a good thing to see. Right. Well, because like rituals are one of the things they have the most of. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's a Damping Sphere in my sideboard. Yeah, that's something I definitely should have brought in, huh? Yeah, too late. I don't know why my eyes just glazed over the Damping Sphere. Maybe it's because that card has just like failed to impress me so many times. So many times. Alright, hand is not great, but Thought Scour plus removal. Put him also 6. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have cut more of my threat package. And by threat package, I mean maybe I should have cut the Ice-Fangs in this matchup. I just love that card too much. I think the problem is I don't get to play with it enough, and I'm not thinking logically about my sideboarding choices as much as I should do. Ancient Grudge. Well, they boarded in what is going to end up being a blank card, so that's kind of nice. The hell is that? Oh, it's a skull clamp. I love that. I think that's the problem, Freed. I keep thinking, when is Baleful Strix ever bad? The answer is fairly frequently. Sure. Yeah. Pitches to Force does not work as good of an argument, and yikes! Alright, well, definitely gotta take the Veil. Yes, but Force of Negation isn't that good. That's the point, is that... Yeah, but the bigger point, Roy, is that Force is not universally useful. In the worst matchups, Force of Will is a 2-for-1. Or if they're playing like Cavern of Souls and Aether Vial, you can at least counter Aether Vial with it. The biggest problem with Force of Negation is there's just a bunch of matchups where it's like almost useless. And you can't even use it on your turn. I disagree with that though, 406 lol. It's clearly not even that. It's clearly worse than that right now. Because so many people are electing just not even to play it. Like, nope, just no copies. 0 copies. Totally illegal card. No copies. Oh man, just paid 3 mana. That's fun. So let's go Cling. Gifts. Yeah, they have Bring to Light. They had it last game. It's definitely like their plan B. I feel like my hand's a touch awkward. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I feel like my hand's just a little awkward. They came as 3. They did do. See ya. Gigantha. Oh no. I'm not ready for the thick boy. I'm not ready for no thick boy. Yeah, this is probably, especially at this point in the matchup, I can just start Thought Scouring myself. Although drawing another Thought Scour is not really what I wanted. That, though, that's a bingo. That's a bingo. Alright. Problem is I took a gifts out of their yard. I already countered one gifts. I know they have a Past in Flames in hand. Maybe we're going to go Surgical Snap Surgical. We'll see. That's definitely an option. They just straight up hardcast Gigantha here. We're going to be in okay shape. Yeah. Although I guess that enables them to be able to storm off pretty good, huh? Well, here's hoping I can deal with it. All right, into the story. This time, if you gave me 3 or 4 lands, I would not be as upset. Okay, this worked out even better. Thank you. Thank you. That, I like that one. Boop. Okay. I have Surgical Snap Surgical here. So, none of these are copies of anything they have in their graveyard. Empty is poor. So if I put Past in Flames in the graveyard, they can't do anything with it because they just don't have enough mana. Although they also just don't have enough mana for it already. Yeah, I think we're taking the Bring to Light. Yeah, Skull Clamp, not as far as I know. They did a pretty deep MMO referential episode, which was all about oh, there was a Manamorphose in their graveyard. Shoot. Hopefully we'll be okay here. They just go for 4 goblins, which is like fairly likely here. That'll be fine. If they cast the Past in Flames, we can Surgical the Manamorphose in response. Okay, cool. So they're gonna go for 6 goblins. Yeah. All right. Hey, Iceblade, what's up? No, we don't have Plague Engineer in our 75, unfortunately. But we do have Dead of Winter. So they have Gifts, Past in Flames, Veil. Past in Flames doesn't do anything, especially without the Manamorphose. Alright. So let's just into the story first. Yeah, Arctic Hydra, that other one, I keep that pretty close to the chest, so you won't be able to access it here. But if you join us on Serum Visions Discord, I'm possibly more likely you could find that. Listen, I'm not saying that I think that that's wrong. That's not my commentary at all. All right. I probably have to cast a single push here on a goblin plus chump block. No, it's free. It's free to join. It's free for you and cheap for us. And by cheap for us, I mean $0.00. All right. If I want to push a goblin, I should do it now before they untap. Got a swamp to fetch. Yes, I believe so. Okay, they're Veil. I was thinking about it. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we really got to find this damn Dead of Winter. 28 cards, 2 Dead of Winters, because I did cut one at the last second. Shit. I wasn't expecting the goblins to be such a frequent part of their plan. Yeah, I know that would be great, Mike, but it's too much mana, and they have gifts and Veil in hand, so if I do that, I'm totally exposed. Like, they just got me in multiple directions here, unfortunately. These, like, it's just, I drew all 4 Snapcasters when I didn't need them at all. How strong is Ice-Fang right now? Doesn't seem to be that good. Gotta be honest. I wish it was truly excellent like I want it to be, but I don't think it's that good right now. It hasn't been thus far in this league. What matchups is it winning it? Well, we haven't won any matches, so none. But this deck is from the 5-0 dump. It must be perfect. How could it not be? So if I surgical their gifts, what happens to me? They play empty for Storm Count 2. Yeah. Which puts me in exactly the same spot I was before. Yeah, I think that... Well, so the tapped snowlands have been fine, Roy. Those haven't caused trouble once. Not one time. They're only playing 2 gifts. Okay. Yeah, the fast lands are the problem with this deck list in particular. I think the only thing they get to do with this is cast empty again. Which is problematic for me, but if we find the same out we were already looking for... Yeah, okay. Yikes, that's 6. I did not realize. Oh, right. I added to the storm count. Whoops. They require more maneuvering than you'd like. I mean, sure, I agree with you, but like, I think the concession is that the snake is worth playing, and if that's... We're just dead. All right. I think the concession is the snake is worth playing, and if that's true, we're going to play the Icelands. And snake has been kind of awesome in terms of doing its thing, except we haven't actually won any matches, so it's been terrible. But then, like, it's hard to diagnose that is, like, the core problem. What is up, Danielle from Brazil? Basics plus Prismatic Vista? Well, I assume the problem there is the flexibility. Yeah, that all makes some amount of sense. Arctic Hydra. Again, I didn't build this deck. I didn't think too much about this deck. I was just looking for something to play. I looked at the 5-0 dump and it looked amazing. Unfortunately, it has not been playing out as such. They're bad in this deck, 406. They're very problematic in this deck. We're playing 23 lands and 3 of them are fast lands. It's very strange. Especially when, like, in the early game, you definitely want to be fetching your snow lands as quickly as possible, like on end steps, where you can weave in a lot of 1-drops. And so, like, I've had a game already where I drew a Darkslick Shore, and it was like, wow, it's bad for me to play this Darkslick Shore until my 4th land drop, because I want to hit all my snow lands. And I can, without it being problematic to the rest of my curve. All right, good opener. We definitely do not need Dead of Winter, but it is a choice. It is theoretically useful. It hasn't worked out that way so far so much, but I like having the sweeper, and I like the fact that it doesn't kill my creatures a lot of the time. Drown push can beat aggro on Sun. Well, it depends on the aggro deck, but I don't disagree with you necessarily. So they have Rift Bolt. The likely 2-drop from them is Eidolon, so I can play the tap land here without it being theoretically too much of it. I have played Enduring Ideal once. I did not have a lot of fun doing that. It's, I mean, the league was really bad, but... Creatureless draw from Burn? Okay, so my plan for this turn cycle is probably Thought Scour into Cling. Yeah, they're going to cycle one of their lands here for sure, right? Yeah, because they were flooded. For Burn, drawing 3 lands is flooding. If they have a Goblin Guide or Swiftspear, perfect. Thank you. Oh, no, not 2. 2 is too many. Actually, 2's fine. I'm going to take 1 damage. Going to gain 3 life. Top card is an Unearth, which I don't want anyway, so we get to shuffle. Awesome. I've not played with the mono brown. What was it? What is Brian calling it? Like brown yak? No, I haven't played that yet. It's he hasn't even taken it into a league yet, but he tends to be a little bit more conservative with that than I am. So, nothing, huh? All right, fine. See ya. Nothing. Yeah. It does involve Metalwork Colossus. You got it right on the first go, Roy. Woo! All right. So I'll take the bolt. Well, we can't, yeah, like we can't do that if we don't drop the Lurrus, and the appeal of this deck for me was this was such a sweet construction. Like, oh man, it's playing Lurrus, it's playing all 2-drop creature. How do you win? With 1/1s and 2/1s. And Lurrus. Just grind people out. It's not working, but you know. That's how you win in theory. In theory, Arctic Hydra communism works. In theory. They scooped. Apparently the way we win is by causing our opponents to fall into a pit of despair. Induce despair. That's a card. All right. Bonk. All right, real talk. I am so unbelievably stoked that WotC did not screw up and they put Swift Spear in the old border frame. Oh my god. I can't even describe how excited I am. Like I don't even care that much about like playing the card. I actually kind of loathe this card, but my god. So excited. Wow, this hand is brutal. The old look at your opponent's hand, see like 14 points of burn. And on top, more? Scalding Tarn. Yeah, Freed, the one Into the Story has been great a lot of the time, but they've done a good job with Ye Old Borders. I think they've done a passable job. It's like every Masters set. They've never made me properly happy with a single Masters set. The older ones were closer than the newer ones have ever been. Your non-existent vintage deck, yeah. Just like the rest of ours. It's pretty wonderfully low power in Modern, Roy. Like, it's poor. I think it's amazing they put the Tombstone for graveyard cards, especially considering they didn't do that in Onslaught, and they didn't do that in Time Spiral. So, like, what? Okay, that was a good draw. Oh, they bottomed the Swift Spear? Oh, fuck. Maybe it wasn't a good draw. Never in my mind did it ever occur to me that they would bottom a haste creature. But I guess they understood, like I did, that because I gusted it, it wasn't going to be able to attack. Maybe they'll have a guide here? Or a Swift Spear? Nope, just upstairs. Okay. Well, they had a spectacular draw that game, so... Yeah, it was a good bird draw. Exactly. You can't always beat those. Yeah. Well, they've got the cycle lands now too, which really improves their consistency by a ludicrous margin. It is felt like. Oh my god, they did Molten Rain! Oh, that's so exciting! Teamer Battle Rage? Oh my god, they crushed red. Holy crap, Past in Flames? Lava, but they crushed red! Holy crap! Kiki Jiki? Ah! Oh my god. Amazing! Oh my god, that's fantastical. Oh. My cheeks already hurt. And Resto Angel, right? They did Resto Angel too. Well, red is it's a great frame. That's such a nice frame. Oh. Just can't even with this. The only whiff for you is Alicia? Alesha? I don't think the only whiff is Alesha. For red? Itali? Are we giving Itali a pass? I don't think Itali gets Okay. I have enough lands. If double Roiling Vortex? Holy crap. Yeah, it's going to be problematic. I think I have to take a Roiling Vortex and just hope I draw up what I need here. Tally's big in Commander. Oh, sure. Yeah, Ponder looks amazing. I feel like black got shafted a little bit. I don't know why I'm saying that. But, I mean, at least they got the Thoughtseize. Did black get shafted? I just feel like there wasn't as... Like, there was a bunch of cards where I was like, eh? No. Yeah, Thoughtseize makes up for everything, pretty much. Yeah, Dismember is great. No, when I'm actually looking at them, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. Thoughtseize probably going to be super expensive. There's a good chance. Black is also just a kind of shallow color. I mean, I would have liked to see Bob. That's the one thing I feel like it was really missing. Yes, but it's only in Foil Roy, and it's only a Judge promo that's like $250 a piece. What was the point, Iceblade? Like, it would be really easy for them to do it. Yeah, I'm not excited for Harvester of Souls. I didn't say it, but it was like, that's really sad. Crud. So we'll push the Eidolon and hopefully Ice-Fang the Goblin Guide at some point. And snap push it if I Abrupt Decay on top. Okay, Abrupt Decay is going to deal with one Roiling Vortex, but yeah, no Gristlebrand is a real noodle scratcher. I really don't understand why. They'd have to use the new art of Bob? Why? Why would they have to use the new art of Bob? They've used a bunch of old arts of creatures. It's been a random grouping, but they've done old versions and new versions. They no longer own the rights to original Bob. Is that a thing they would let happen? Doesn't sound like WotC. I think all of their artists are commissioned. As in, WotC owns everything that they make at all times. They get to own the piece of art. There's a rarity issue. Okay, that could be... Wait, Gristlebrand over Thought? There's no rarity issue there. This is Time Spiral. They should all be rares, right? It's Time Spiral. They're all rares, right? There's no such thing as Mythic. Cough, cough. Okay, so... There's a Rift Bolt. And a Roiling Vortex. And there's going to be a second Roiling Vortex. I'm pretty sure we're just screwed here. I don't know how I'm supposed to draw. Pretty sure they lost the rights to a lot of art. Really? That sounds crazy. I wonder if they used to not work the same way as they have recently. That's the only explanation that comes to my mind, is if they weren't always like that, but I don't think that's true. I know they used to do a lot more like going out and buying art that was already made by artists, but most of what they've done has always been commissioned. Jeez. Ugh. Looks like we're going to the 04 bracket, folks. This looks like we're going to the 04 bracket. All right. I don't know how I'm supposed to get away with it, but... The last card in their hand is the second Roiling Vortex. Going to 2. Fuck. I haven't drawn any counter magic. I just can't get around it. Weather is actively bad. It's actively fantastic. This does not say cast. Or sorry, this does say cast. So weather is fantastic. The problem is they could just, for 1 red, they can just stop me. And the problem is, even if I draw a drown for this lightning bolt, I can't stop them from playing the second vortex, which kills me on the upkeep. So even though I have Snap, Abrupt Decay, I can't do that either. Yeah, we're just dead. I can't believe we won game 1 and like we completely annihilated them, and then this is how the rest of it went. Second vortex you can weather in your upkeep. Yeah. We can play our weather? Yes, weather's an instant, so is their thing that says your opponents can't gain life this turn. Which they just pay 1 right into. I guess, so... If I had drawn the counter, which I didn't... Yeah, I see what you're saying. So you're going to weather for 3 life on my upkeep? I guess we could Thought Scour, then weather... Yeah. If we'd milled ourselves... No, we weren't getting there. It's fine, it's fine. We were not going to make it through there. But yeah, I guess there was a way to try to navigate through that. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It didn't matter. The fact that they had the bolt there was the brutal part. If they had whiffed on the 1 draw there, we would have been in much better shape, but they didn't. They just immediately had a bolt. If they had to tap out for the second vortex or do nothing, we maybe had a chance. Because we could go end of turn, Snap, Abrupt Decay. In fact, if they had a creature, it would be amazing. We could go Snap to block a haste creature and Abrupt Decay on the vortex, but they just drew exactly what they needed, which is fine. Which is fine. I think I'm just gonna hop into this 5th one and concede it. I think I'm done with this deck. It's so frustrating. This looked so perfectly exactly what I want to be playing, but just didn't work at all. I mean, there was like moments where it kind of seemed like it was doing its thing, but everyone had such great individual threats, and this is like very light on counter magic. Like there's no cryptic commands, there's no Archmage's Charms, and there's no more Mystic Sanctuary to prop up something like this. So we're playing 23 lands and they're all dead draws. We're not even playing any of the Horizon lands, and we could be playing, you know, up to 8. Obviously, in most matchups we don't want to, but instead we're playing fast lands. It's kind of crazy. I don't think you need to be proactive in Modern, but I do think that your reactive deck does need to have more powerful individual cards, like Planeswalkers that, like the blue-white has things like Teferi Time Raveler that just end certain matchups and shut down a wide variety of interactions, and Jace and Teferi 5. I think the proactive decks have an edge, and I think they are by far a larger camp of successful decks. But there is a small camp of mid-range control decks that can make things happen sometimes. Not on stream. I think I played one league off stream, Iceblade. Electrolyze. Wild. Oh my. Niv to Light is currently like, I think, my go-to modern deck. Enigmatic, it really left a crappy taste in my mouth the last time I played it. What in the what? Okay then. Opponent brought the spice. I don't even have words for what that is. Yeah, Niv has seemed pretty good. I mean, just being full of life gain, and then also to fairies and crazy crazy value cards again in the control matchups are really, really good. Like, on top of everything else, you can play a turn 3 Niv Mizzet. Eldrazi Devastator? No, they won't play that. Drowner of Hope? That doesn't have flash. Obligator's possible, Sky Spawner's possible. Although Obligator's usually in like the red-green Eldrazi lists. Actually, based on their hand, I could just put Lurrus here. Yeah. What about, yeah, Deep Fiend. Good old Deep Friend. Yeah. That was the one that saw the most play in Pioneer. The blue-red Eldrazi deck with Elder Deep Friend. Oh, the thing happened again. Override card user. Okay. Try again, Mr. Maple Syrup. It should work. I remembered how to do it, Roy. Do you remember that I remembered? Are you proud of me? Yeah, the blue-red Eldrazi deck was really very cool. Definitely a fan. I don't know why that is not working for you. I just did the thing. It confirmed that I did the thing. I don't know why it's being difficult. The hyphen? You think so? Yeah. Yeah, it certainly could be. Let's see if I draw something to use this blue on. They're on Jeskai Eldrazi. Wild stuff. No, and Jiggy, we played against Burn. Oh. Wait, it might be. Yeah, this might be the 4th control matchup in my league, which has been such a weird theme of this week. It's just been like, everything's in clumps. And I don't have any explanation for it. Oh, 5-color Storm, that's true. It was kind of like a control deck, the way they play. Well, no, it wasn't. That was super linear. It was just like medium. What the hell are you? Okay. Why? Okay. Oh, because they can and then remand? Okay, I guess so. Okay. But it shouldn't. I just overwrote it. Like, I just overwrote it. Like, do I need to do it again? Stoneforge. Wow. Batterskull. Alright. Batterskull's no match for my Assassin's Trophy. Jeskai Eldrazi Blade. Yeah, it's the same deck. Their opponent's on some wild stuff. I don't know what to say. Another Smasher on top. My goodness. Might as well. Wonder if they have a waste. I would assume not. Mr. Maple Syrup with the spice. Snappy. All right. Well, I think we all know what you're saying there, Mr. Maple Syrup. I think we all know what you're saying there. Dude. We finally found a deck that's bad enough we might be able to win. Maybe. Because, like, from the hand we saw earlier, we don't even know if they can cast the two Reality Smashers they've drawn. Two. Dose. Oh, I enjoy Roy's story. Once upon a time, there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end. They do have a wastes! Good for you, opponent. I'm this tempted to go snap Trophy the Wastes to see if they have a second one. I wouldn't dare, but I'm that close. I would draw step it if I was going to, but path. No, my Lurrus. Yeah. Okay, you got me. You got me. I'm actually light on basics. Yeah, that's the last one. Man, when we lose this game, it's gonna suck. Yikes. Okie dokie. Oh, I don't have any green. Well, I can't cast the trophy. Huh, maybe I'm doing this the entirely wrong way, but I'm gonna dodge Thoughtseize. But I know they have two smashers in their hands, so this could end up going really, really poorly. Now let's see what happens. We have 4 Ice-Fangs in our deck. Unfortunately, our Lurrus got exiled, so could be problematic. But on the plus side, if we lose this game, just have a nice, clean 0-5 league. Good. Colonnade. What in the what? Wild. That is what where's the smasher? What is happening over there? Ice-Fang should have been great there. Should have been, like, insane, but they didn't smash her. I don't know what to do with that. Okay. Well, I know what to do with this. So we're gonna put him to 2, maybe? Unless they maybe hit another Electrolyze, or maybe a Snappy. Snappy Dresser. Snap Electrolyze would be really bad. Guess we can see it coming. Okay, it's a piece of equipment. It's about to be like, are they playing a second Batter Skull? Just 2 smashers, okay. Opponent's just on, like, Jeskai Eldrazi Stoneblade. There's no name for this. Ooh. Hey, it's Big Ben.
You can run, but you can't glide.
Ben, was that the deck you played in the 5-0 dump that I saw today? I could tell as soon as she walked in my office. She'd be a pushy dame. She had that kind of eye, that kind of Stoneforge eye. How we doing? Well, some dude crushed us with a Grixis build. It's pretty hot. You know, sexually. Have I had anything leave the battlefield? I guess we can check. I mean, I'll put it in my graveyard anyway. They are dead. No, come back! You didn't see what the last card was! Oh, I see. I have to cast it not with the restriction. Kick. Falcon! Kick! We did lose to we did also lose to 5-color Bring to Light Storm. Alright, back in 1 second. This is a all Dead of Winter's on deck matchup though. Alrighty. So, Jeskai, Eldrazi, Blade. I am thinking, though, I would like to try playing this deck with 4 colors with, No, I do want the Thoughtseize. 4 colors with Wrenn and 6 as a payoff card for, like, my Lurrus enabling. Let's take out 1 Inquisition. Yeah, it's probably alright. That was really more self-persuasion than anything else, though, Big Ben. What I'm saying is, you're an alcoholic, which means you can join the club. We've got jackets. Oh, yeah. Yeah, seriously, though, don't drink and drive. More importantly than your own safety, you could get somebody else killed. Well, I don't think most of us are going anywhere, but still. If we're going to do all our PSAs at once, though, also, wear a mask. And if you have to, and if you can, wear 2. Or hazmat, yes. Hazmat suit, also functional. Oh, I never cracked that. That's fine. Cuffy in my basement. Also, respiratory therapist at the hospital and watch all the donors come in. It's enough never to drink again. Holy crap, yeah, that sounds not, yeah. You've been in the car with the drunk driver, terrified. Were you forced to, I'm not going to ask questions. That does sound scary and terrible. Oh, you were 4. So you didn't really understand what was happening. Yeah, I'm sure it will. It's all right. You don't need to bring it up now. I got pretty lucky. My dad was a great driver. Yeah, it does look dope, Big Ben. Unfortunately, it's been terrible to us. Like, our very first game and our very first match was really sweet, and we played against Blue-White Control, and we ground them out. They verdicted, killed 3 of our creatures. We bounced back anyway. The rest of the league has been differing levels of failure. It's been a little tough here. So on top was field. No, it wasn't. No, yeah, it was. Helix dispel. Holy crap. Well, I guess I'm letting them keep their burn spells. They have a 5th land, though. I don't have an answer for Batterskull right now. I think there's a good chance I'm supposed to go snap Thoughtseize here. Revamp Bolt, Plains, Dispel. They can't animate a colonnade to attack, so I think I'm going to grab my Lurrus this turn to get ahead on that. I'm not terribly concerned about anything happening to me with that hand, and I can't really make too much proactive action happen here. They just top deck a... well, I know what they're drawing, so... Whoa! Skull Clamp with the badass, the license to badass. Good for you, human. That's fantastic. I didn't get to ask enough questions to my grandfather, who was a doctor without borders, who spent 6-7 years in Kashmir and Kashmir in India and Pakistan. Overseeing hospitals where they were building dams and stuff like that, but there was definitely a lot of... The general story was like injuries due to heinous working conditions that people voluntarily were jumping into, balanced with things like that. Treated someone with a gout. That's an old man disease, in the words of Hank Hill. Yes, my grandfather was quite the human being. Also was a member of Parliament with the original Trudeau Classic, Janice. I come from a reasonable line of humans. Doesn't help explain why I'm this way, but you know. Serum Visions. Someone should make a podcast called that. OG Trudeau, that's right. The real gangsta. Not Trudeau Light. Less calories than the original Trudeau. Boy's got quality beard game, though. I gotta say, that came in with the pandemic, like, good lord, where was that thing hiding all his life? Helix is fine. Yeah, that never happened to me too much, Jiggy, but when it did, it was like the best play in the deck, it felt like. So they still have the remand here. So there's a chance I should have jammed my Into the Story on my turn. I just don't want to lose this Into the Story against a Dispel. There's nothing to get any value in my graveyard with the Snap, though. Yeah, there is. Yeah, how is the Grixis deck going for you, Jiggy? After my medium Sunday and Saturday evenings, I feel a little... good? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I just hit a bad pocket of variance or what, but... a little gun shy. I believe you, buddy. You might want to try to find a prelim you can play in this week, though. That's a smashy boy. Yeah, unfortunately for me, Skullclamp, I don't love playing Infect, and I want to play a deck that I really care about. If it was just about winning, sure, that's probably a reasonable offer, but... it's... well... other people have the same opinion about Mill, though. Blitz, so, I mean... but I know people don't like my reasoned, nuanced takes. Nobody wants to hear that shit. What, your black-green infect bridge? You only scum compared to Krusty. Yeah, you see how you scum. Alright. Gonna hang back for a turn here. Grisholbrand. I like how you lumped Grisholbrand in with Dredge. Say what you will about Dredge. Dredge is at least consistent and, like, very, very well designed. It's got incredibly niche lines and interactions, and very good Dredge pilots are quite a rung above the mediocre ones. So, whereas Grisholbrand, there's the only, I'm not gonna say the only skill, but most of the skill of playing Grisholbrand has to do with deciding when you go for it. Neo is dead? Yeah, I saw someone trying to play it, and they never even tried to cast an Allosaurus Rider. It looked really bad. I wouldn't listen to Stickball Rust, though. He seems like an okay... the monkeys are gone. No, again, I would trust Russ on most things that have to do with, like, constructing prison decks, although not necessarily playing prison decks, but that's just me. When I've watched him stream it, I'm usually like, ooh, I wouldn't do any of these things this way, but that doesn't mean he's wrong. It just means it doesn't mesh with how I would play that deck. Okay. Little low on life here. Stickball Russ, what's the story behind this username? I don't know. Maybe he plays Stickball. You guys want to play some Stickball? Fleetingly. Oh no. Smashy boy? As long as it's not a Smashy boy. Oh no. Please no. Oh, Colonnade. Colonnade's great. Sweet. Wonderful. Love it. Yeah. Right. Oh, there you go. Things I did not know Stickball Russ knew about. Playing Mill. Oh, that's a yikes. I guess I have to draw into another push right now. Do I have another swamp in my deck? I guess I should find out. Which, if any, basics I have remaining. Got 2 pushes. I think that's the only thing I can draw right now. I have no blue-black lands up, so... Oh, good for him. Push, push, push. Damn it. Alright, we died. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. We died to the 3rd Dispel? Like, did I exile one? I'm just playing a million of them out of the sideboard. Alright. Game the 3rd. One more game. No, we're going to concede. I mean, we'll see if we get the win. Just to see if we can pull off one win with this deck. The Surge Mare. I don't know if I believe in us. This is, it's my kind of hand, though. Let's slow roll it. Let's just draw whatever we need. Draw whatever we need whenever we need it. He had Croxes. It wasn't fair. My color combination should have a Titan. Is that directed at me, Iceblade? I played some Pioneer last week. I played 3 decks in one night. Pioneer's alright. Mana Traders of Pio this month? Okay, I should find a deck that I like. Does anyone know if the blue-black Nurse at Wheels deck is any good right now? Yeah, I can agree with that, Ben. Those are definitely cards I think are way up there on power. In terms of what's available right now. Wall of Faith. Does that have lifelink? I feel like it should. Oh, I know that card. Wall of Faith doesn't have the right power toughness though, right? Oh, we were talking about the one for auras. No, I don't want to. I don't want to play auras. I want to play something control-y. I don't play aggressive stuff. Like, I mean, I'll record aggressive stuff for the stream, and it's kind of fun sometimes. But if I want to compete, I want to play something that's control-y usually. Like Niv Mizzet I love playing, but I've never really loved the Pioneer that one that much. And then apparently it was really good for a while, which is the ultimate way to get me off a deck, is tell me that it's actually very good. There are some aggressive decks that I enjoy. We're about to play one, actually. We're going to play one of the ones that I've enjoyed the most over the last little while. See if it's any good. But like one of those Urian all ETB decks, that would probably be right up my alley. Oh, there's Pioneer Enigmatic I should try out at some point too. All right. So they got Batterskull. They likely have their Dispel up here. Probably just supposed to Dead of Winter the tempo. Yeah, Pioneer Enigmatic goes way up the chain. It goes up to 5 drops. And depending on which version you play against, they're also playing... Oh god, this is going to be a smasher, isn't it? Oh, nope. Alright, take my 1 spell. Okay. I haven't 5-0'd twice, but I got a lot of 4-1s than the 1-5. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's fine. Sick. Yeah, Skyclave is one of the reasons that deck is anywhere near as good as it is. Actually, I should kill this now before I let them have another Dispel up or what have you. Okay, don't smasher me. Ball smasher. Well, to be fair, I kept the 5... Jesus. This deck has really had a problem drawing action, though. Like, it's pretty frustrating. Well, that'll be great once they kill my Ice-Fang, but... And, like, they're playing a bunch of helixes and bolts, and if they have one more land, they can get this colonnade coming at me, so we're in really, really rough shit. Yeah, exactly. They're playing a bunch of removal. Yeah, Patriot Eldrazi, Stoneblade. It's not just Patriot Eldrazi. They found room for Stoneforge Mystic and friends. Okay. Why not? You saw this in Legacy 4 or 5 years ago? Interesting. Okay. Ugh. They didn't have a bolt or a helix there. But they have Colonnade and Smasher, and they took my Assassin's Trophy. So I need to find a way to survive the Smasher, remove the Colonnade, and in theory deal with that sort of Feast of Famine. Okay. That's most of the way there, actually. I think we're dead too. I think no matter what, they're going to eventually draw a removal or a burn spell, because they seem to be playing a good number, and then we will die. But so I have to play the Lurrus because this stops them from being able to attack with the Stoneforge. Three lethal threats, one with trample. Yes, but I have Drown. So Drown takes care of the Smasher. Ice-Fang takes care of the Colonnade. Lurrus takes care of the Stoneforge. And then I get to rebuy my Ice-Fang. They do still have the Batterskull in their hands, so depending on how they roll with this... That's looking good, unless they top deck Dispel again. They don't actually have to attack with the Stoneforge, and okay. I was thinking they wouldn't, but... Well, I did just look at their hands, so if there was another Smasher, that would have been... No! They literally had nothing a second ago. Oh, they wanted to violin their Batterskull? Did they mistap? No, they just don't have anything. Okay, good. What? Oh, fuck off. That's... I was tapped out. I was tapped out already. Why would you... Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. That's so fucking rude. Oh my god. Alright. The Perfect League. Perfect League. Yeah. I want to love this deck because it makes me think of the Iceberg control deck that I once loved. But it's nowhere close, and it's terrible. I mean, maybe it's not terrible. Maybe it's a lot better than I think it is. Maybe if you knew this deck inside and out, you'd be able to do well with it. Yeah, I was really hoping instead of all the matchups feeling awful, that all the matchups would feel like slightly okay, but we just got run over by everything. There's nothing powerful here. It's very, very slow, which I like, but unfortunately, I just don't think... There's too many cards that just don't line up well a lot of the time. It's rogues, but worse. Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably where I feel about it. But the problem is it's everything that I want to be playing. I don't want to play rogues. I want to play Snapcaster Mage. I don't want to play the Rogue Lord. I want to play Ice-Fang Coatl. It needs Crocs or a Ren 6 or Search for Concept. Well, then you're building a different deck, though, I think. I think you should build a Ren 6 deck. Yeah. Something that generates more consistent value, because none of these cards generate value multiple times on their own. Wilderness Wreck Mystical Teachings for Mystical Teachings. I played that before, but the problem is that deck lost Uro and Mystic Sanctuary. So it's probably really bad now. Search could be okay? Yeah, Search could be okay. I don't know if I'd be willing to try it anytime soon, though. This was just such a disappointment. Yeah, no, I don't really know what I have to say about this. The Snow Duels and Ice-Fang made me, like, somewhat hopeful that maybe Snow Control could come back in some way. If this was able to 5-0, but it felt incredibly medium. But maybe. I will say our Ice-Fangs were never off. They always had Death Touch, and that was great. And I never really felt like the mana was a problem. I love Ice-Fang to death. Yeah. But not this much death. Anywho, for everyone who's live, we're going to be moving on to I Can't Believe It's Not Hammer Time. Wacky Stoneforge combo deck featuring Javier Dominguez. So hang on now if you want to see that one.
Welcome to Lee Carvalho's Putting Challenge. I am Carvalho. You have chosen a 3-wood. May I suggest a putter? 3-wood.
This is Sunforger.
Enter the force of
Absolutely Sunforger. See you, big man. Let me get the deck list changed over and you can see it. This way. You did not miss Sunforger Odin's. That's about to happen. It's next on the docket. This is not new. We have played it before. We 4-1'd with it. Oh, the song? No, this has been out for a while. I just don't play it very often. Some of the Dank Muse songs are in this like weird middle spot where like if I play it on YouTube, it doesn't come up that often. So if I play it on my iTunes, it will come up more often. Because I have all of them downloaded, but when you go... so far in terms of results, terrible Odin's. The Sultai deck I just played, which I had infinite hope in, was... it felt really bad. It was everything I wanted, and the results were terrible. But this deck is a lot of fun, so hopefully this will make things feel a little bit better. Yes, we did, Roy.